I don't know if you guys heard about this. Apparently there was some kind of election that happened recently. I don't know if you saw anything in the news, or I know you guys know that that's going on, but apparently half the population didn't because they didn't come out to vote. So that's what our organization is addressing. We vote. So we are an established nonprofit organization, both C3 and C4, based in Oakland. And we really appreciate COFA San Francisco. It's been a great place for us to recruit volunteers, and this has been a largely volunteer-driven project. Over the last couple of years, we've been developing and just did our first alpha release a month before the election, so October 8th. And essentially, we are a social networking application for voters. So, it's a little unclear here, but this is Lee. So she's 100 years old. She was born before women had the right to vote, and she was very proud to cast her vote this year for a female candidate. I'm not going to say if it was Hillary or Jill Stein, because we're nonpartisan, but I think you can actually see her paraphernalia there. So this is a model voter. It was funny, there was like an article in a Florida local newspaper that her family was so committed to voting that apparently her father voted from his deathbed. I'm not sure exactly how that worked. I hope it was an absentee ballot, but yeah, he didn't just keel over in the voting booth. But yeah, so this is a model voter here that we should all, take inspiration from. Unfortunately, the rest of us, in terms of voter turnout, don't share Lee's enthusiasm. So yeah, it's been an ongoing pattern that around half the population, in terms of people who are of adult age, eligible voters, just don't come out to vote, especially in midterm elections, like the election coming up in 2018, which is where a lot of, as you see, congressional Congress members are elected during that time. So, yeah, one of the reasons that people give for not voting is being too busy. It takes a lot of time, and it's not just one day, right? You have to do preparation and research. So our application is trying to make it easier for people to vote faster by relying on networks of nonprofit groups that you can follow, and also just networks of friends, so that you can see what kind of people in your network are supporting. So here's an example of a nonprofit organization, the League of Women Voters, that you can follow on WeVote, and then you can see and go along and see which propositions and candidates they support or oppose, and then they'll give an explanation as to why. You can also go on there and support and oppose candidates and essentially create your own voter guide. And you can see, so if you click through to particular measures, so this is Measure LL in Oakland to create a police commission oversight committee. So yeah, you can look down and see which of your friends supported what they're saying. And I know I'm supposed to say this, but I used WeVote for the election, and it really did make it a lot easier. Just there's so many in the Bay Area, there's so many propositions and so much confusion over what it even means to vote yes or no on them. So just having that point of reference and seeing, like, if everyone I know is supporting a particular proposition in Canada, I would think, okay, well, maybe I should think about this a little bit more. So, and you can actually see when you sign on everything that's on your ballot in advance, and well in advance of when you get, if you order your absentee ballot in the mail, like, you'll have plenty of time to prepare. And these bars here, you can see, so the green and red bars, they're sort of the positions in your network. So once you start to build a network, you can see overall whether your network is supporting or opposing a particular issue. So yeah, we essentially just did what we called an alpha release for the 2016 election. That was essentially from October 8th to November 8th, so we had a month to collect some data. And even though we didn't do a ton of press, because we still have a lot of work to do on the site, we had around 1,000 voters using the site in that 1 month period, which we were pretty happy with, and 160 of whom entered around 1,000 different positions. So they entered more positions and did more work entering data than we did, just on our own entering. We entered a lot of positions from different nonprofit groups in the area. And it's also interesting to look at as a sort of polling, in terms of polling data, because we could kind of see Prop 64 to legalize marijuana had the most overwhelming support, and then you can see, some candidates might have won on WeVote, and these are small numbers at this point, but as we get more users, this will be more interesting and valuable to different outside groups. So, yeah, so that's about it. Yeah, please, I'd love to, hear feedback from you guys if you actually want to use the site. It's at wevote.us. Please, come and find us on Facebook and Twitter. And we're actually going to be at Debug Politics Hackathon at the GitHub headquarters this weekend. It's Friday night and Saturday. And then from Saturday, we're doing a design sprint from 9 to 2. So anyone who wants to drop by, we'd love to have you and have your input on this. So, yeah, thanks again to Code for SF and for all of you here who've helped to contribute to this project. We really appreciate it. So, did you have, I don't know who I saw for you, have a question?
Could you go to MCC usually that
Yeah, like there's a lot of controversy around polls and like whose polls are correct and what. So yeah, we would like to explore that avenue to get, we'll have that data, well in advance of elections. So yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I'm just going to pose the same question, because I didn't know what you said, but do you collect demographics of the users?
At this point we haven't, but we're definitely going to look into that as we continue to build, because that's all very interesting data to look at. Yeah, so that's a good
It's
idea.
very useful for people doing polls.
Right. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Oh, yes, sir.
Are you worried about everything? You think people just kind of letting go of all the issue?
Yeah, I did want to address that because, we're living in a very siloized society where it's like people who voted for Trump a lot, they're like, well, who's out there voting for Hillary? And people who voted for Hillary, like, well, all my friends voted for. So yeah, that's one thing that we would actually like to move beyond, and we're thinking of ways that we can implement features that would allow people to see outside of their regular, regular ways of thinking as well. So yeah, we would like to think about that more.
Next question. It's kind of about how talk about 50% of Americans didn't try to vote. It seems like this app or this kind of website would be really great for people who are interested in it and want to learn more. How do we get more people who aren't interested in it at all to really jump on and want to learn?
Yeah, that's a good question too, and hopefully just through like the social pressure of, like how did Facebook and how did all the other social sites like become big, and why do now we just take them for granted. It's like, oh, everyone, once people start to do it more and more, there's like the social pressure to be on there and that kind of a thing. But yeah, these are things that we have to think about a lot more. So, sorry, I think there's one more. Oh, okay. Cool. Okay. Right, yeah, because people will have, right now people can enter in like why they support or oppose candidates, and we want to make it a little bit more so people can actually have conversations, ongoing conversations, and we really want it to not be so much of an argument or debate. We want to create a safe space where people feel like they can have intelligent conversations. So yeah, we're interested to see as the site gets used more and more moving toward 2018 when we do our real full release, like the kind of conversations that people have on there.